I'm currently in Malta, just arrived in Malta this afternoon because I've been running a retreat in Gozo. Gozo's a tiny island off Malta. It's very, very beautiful, little island in the sun, and Gozo means joy. And I've been running a retreat with 9 wonderful, 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 wonderful people on a retreat centre called Samudra, also with wonderful people, where we've been really looked after and fed amazing food by Michaela. Thank you, Michaela. And we had 3 days where we were together, and the retreat was called The Truth of Who You Are. And so for 3 days, we were able to experience that there's no separation, really experience the love that is our natural state. And we did many practices. We did a lot of meditation, a lot of chanting. We went down to the beach and we were in this incredible, wonderful space. And of course, the space was safe, the love was evident, and the experience of the beingness of our human being, because we obviously are humans and we are on a human journey, and we're in a body and we have a mind, which are incredible tools, but to experience the beingness of the human journey and to really drop into the truth of who we are, that space of silence and stillness, and to do it in a big group. So there were 10 of us with me leading, but 9 people had come. More and more people were experiencing that silence inside themselves and the awareness, which meant they then became more of a gap between that and the conditioning and the wounding. And so we did also, as you may know if you've been watching my channel, my background is all in therapy, even though I've always been on what could be termed a spiritual path. I work very much with the understanding that we need to clear what isn't the truth of who we are. We need to heal the wounds which we pick up when we're little and can often act out of. We need to shed the conditioning. We need to really recognize the messages that we're still adhering to, which we might have been given by our family in those very early years. And they're nothing to do with who we truly are. So we did a lot of work on investigating and going more deeply into the places where the hurt still is and where there's still an attachment to that wound and still coming out of it. For instance, not feeling important, not feeling lovable, not feeling enough, feeling insecure, not feeling confident. All those things inform how somebody lives their life and actually spoil it. So we dived into where that stuff's come from and had the safety for people to investigate it and to shed a lot of it through really deeply mourning the loss of being able to live as their true self. And it was absolutely a magical time. People were very, very brave. It takes a lot of courage to go into that stuff and to start to really shed it. And there's often confusion because so often we are informed by our adaptations to the wounds we got when we were little. We are informed by our conditioning and the rules and the thoughts we are thinking aren't necessarily ours, and the words we're saying aren't necessarily ours. So once you start to shed that, then of course on one level there's a great joyousness because there's a lightening. People experienced being much lighter, feeling safe in that environment. But we worked a lot on how, when you're going back into the world, as it were, because even though we're in the world, we were in a very safe space all together, constantly, from dawn till dusk. We had 4 beautiful farmhouses at Samudra, and then we had our own bedrooms, but we were together from 7:30 in the morning till 9:30 at night. I did give them actually a couple of hours free in the afternoons, but I would see people one-on-one. And it does really allow us to experience that we are love, that we're not separate, and that the communication and the relationship, or the relationships that we had, is how we can all be, that we can all be committed to clearing away anything that blocks the space that is full of love, and actually recognize that when we're reactive to something or to someone and we cut off love to them, it's actually because there's a lack of love within ourselves. So we did a lot of journeying through, we're going right back into meditativeness around the inner child, being able to meet the inner child and start to really go even deeper into listening to what they need and integrating that inner child within us. Because really and truly, I think that so many people grow up, we become big, but we're often just dragging the poor little wounded child with us and acting out of that. Whereas to become fully adult, we need to heal the wounded child, we need to investigate the conditioning, investigate the rules, the regulations, and embrace what's truly ours, because we might well take things from our childhood that really work for us. And alongside that, being together, being with committed souls who are all being brave and revealing themselves and is feeling safe to do so. And also we did lots of meditation. So every day we went down to the beach and we chanted the Gayatri mantra, and we did a dynamic meditation, and we did Kundalini clearing meditation, and we did chakra chanting, and we did Vipassana. And so the meditation space got lots of omming, and we had beautiful caves to do it in. So the in the building we're in, so the resonance and feeling that energy, experiencing that energy was awesome. So essentially, on the last day, one of the people asked, well, how do we know the truth of who we are? And I said, it can only be experienced. It's there. It isn't something we have to seek or find. We just have to clear the blocks that are stopping us from experiencing it. And I can teach people to clear. I can lead people into where they're hurt and where they're blocked and where they're conditioned, and I can teach them how to clear when the energy blocks are in, they feel them in the body. I can teach that, and of course we have to keep clearing. And there's the saying, we keep cleaning the mirror until we find there is no mirror to clean. But the awareness, the truth of who we are, which cannot be thought, cannot be spoken, it's the source of all thought, and there isn't a word to describe who you truly are. That can only be experienced. So I can lead people to themselves, but I can't teach people how to do that. You have to experience it. And that, but even 3 days, people were having an experience of the truth of who they are. So it was wonderful. I haven't got any videos of it because I was going to, but then it felt that it was something very intimate, and that I needed to leave them to be able to just experience, and that's why I'm doing a video now. So thank you as always for watching. It's absolutely lovely to have you gathering. I can see the numbers of subscribers are going up, so thank you so much for subscribing. And if you've loved the video, please put the thumb up, and if you've got any questions or comments or anything you'd like me to talk about, please put it in the place below. Thank you.